We look out at our world today and we ask, why is there so much hurt and disunity with the world crumbling around us? People hurting and people suffering. Is there anything we can do to make things better? Well, as a matter of fact, there is. We need to come together as a community, as a city, and as a state. And we need to say, we are here to make things better for everyone. And to achieve change, we need to turn to one thing. And that thing is the census. Once every 10 years, we have the chance to make changes in our society and help our communities grow. The census is currently being taken, but the census is greatly underestimated by so many. There are some that don't even know what the census is. In 2010, New York's population was severely undercounted, which is why we're still fighting problems today that could have been resolved 10 years ago. But that's why we're here now, to make new resolutions and change things for the better. Here's some things to know about the census. It is one of the best ways to communicate with our government. It is how our government counts the population. They use the demographic information from the census to permit funding to communities, build hospitals, schools, new ways of transportation, and so much more. By doing so, different communities like minority populated neighborhoods, lower income communities, heavily populated regions, and even elderly communities will receive more funding, more transportation options, more medical supplies and equipment, or even a new medical center altogether. Now that we find ourselves in a global pandemic, the extra resources and extra space is greatly needed to help our beloved ones get treatment and help them get back to living their lives. The census is also directly related to who we choose to be our representatives in Congress. Having more positions in Congress is much more vital than we all think. After 2010, we lost 2 seats in our House of Representatives. If we continue to lose seats in Congress, less populated states will obtain those seats, and we will have less people fighting for our rights and our state's needs. If we do the census, we give ourselves the opportunity to have governmental representation from the communities and city districts that are greatly belittled and forgotten, such as our Black and Latino communities. New York can be better represented if our candidates understood our circumstances and feelings and are willing to take a stand and fight for them. We also acknowledge the fact that many people find it hard to trust our government, and we completely understand. But we assure you that what you fill out on the census will not be released, leaked, or given away to anyone or organization under the law of Title 13. Not even the NYPD or ICE will obtain it. Your information is 100% safe. The government only used the information from the census for demographic purposes. So if you are an undocumented immigrant or just wanting to stay out of the government's business, they won't use yours or your family's personal information for anything. As mentioned before, they will only use the demographic information to help support our city and state. Please, we ask that you do the census. There are people's homes, rights, and even lives at stake. Our minority population needs to be recognized and fought for, and our city's well-being hangs in the balance. Your friends matter. Your family matters. You matter. But more importantly, we matter. Look out for the people and the city you love. To take the census, go to my2020census.org. If you have any questions, call 844-330-2020. Do the census and make a change. 2020 Census.